I hope it's a happy Sunday. I was going to take the day off. I slept last night like a baby all night. I didn't even want to, till 9 o'clock this morning. And I didn't want to get out of bed. You know, with what we're all being put through in this world today, all right, in this war that we got no business being in, none at all. I don't see it. I don't see any reason except for Israel. That's the only reason our president, Donald Trump, is doing this. Make no mistake about it. Yesterday I posted that we'd be in war in 24 hours. However, I firmly believe that Trump got derailed last night at the White House Correspondents' Dinner in Washington, D.C. by this, they say he's an intelligent guy, okay? Cole Thomas Allen. He's from Torrance, California. It's maybe 20 minutes down the road off the 405. Very nice community. Folks, how did this guy get the guns into the hotel? He had a room there. When did he check in? We don't know. I'm going to tell you a lot about him, okay, in a few moments here. Okay, we'll get more into it. But, you know, I want to talk about something, okay, because what happened last night, they got Trump out, and you see, you could tell he was, all right? You could tell, hey, they got Trump out there, you see, he like fell, okay, I saw that, okay, and then, you know, they were going to continue with the correspondence dinner, and then because of Trump's Secret Service and law enforcement told him not to. He abided by that, which was the right thing to do. And we had to wait for him to go to the White House to give a report on it. But what's his freaking report? This guy can't shut up. I was watching it. All I want to do, America, how great he made America. How good everything is. The economy is great. What the fuck? What economy in the United States when he is messing up the global economy? Okay? Thank you, Ivy. Hello, Mandy. Good. All right, how you doing? Okay, I want to say hi to Gigliotti, Ray Finley. A distraction? A distraction, you're probably right, Ray. I don't know anything anymore, okay? And we don't know anything, okay? I voted for Donald Trump, and I'll never say anything different. He was the better of the two evils that we had. All right, folks, hit that like button, subscribe, please. Okay? Help me out a little bit over here. It's Sunday. Be a little gracious with me. I appreciate that. Okay? Hit the like button. I'm on smash it. Okay? Trump claimed that he stopped 7 wars since he's been in office. Can any of you name the 7 wars he stopped? Can any of you name one war that he stopped? Come on, let me see what your replies are. I bet you can't. Because he hasn't stopped any wars. But yet he keeps saying it. You see, he's got a pattern. If he says it, some of the people are going to believe it. Okay? And they do. Thank you, Ivy. You're not going to believe it. I got this shirt and I bought two others, all right, and I bought it. They got a commissary at the VA, and holy shit, I couldn't believe it. They were on sale, half price. I got these shirts for only $25 each. So thank you for liking this shirt. I love it. Okay. I went back again to see if they had any more. They were totally out. All right. But that's life. We can just keep going until we can't go anymore. So, folks, 7 wars Trump has taken. Okay? Thank you, Mason. I hope Jesus does love me. All right, based on statements made in 2025, now I want you folks to listen to this here, and as you're listening, hit that like button and subscribe. Based on statements made in 2025 and 2026, Donald Trump is claimed to have ended or brokered peace in multiple conflicts during his second term as president. Israel and Hamas, the Gaza. Trump has taken credit for brokering a ceasefire in the Gaza war, following a 20-point peace plan. Well, yeah, he did have a little. Okay? See, he was working for Israel over there. He didn't care about Gaza. He wants to build on Gaza. He wants Israel to own the Gaza Strip so he could build golf courses and hotels there. Okay? So wake up, folks. It's the small things that you got to pay attention to. The small things become big things. Like in the beginning of this presidency, he changed the Department of Defense to the Department of War. Most of you don't understand what his thinking was when he did that. He was not defending, he was entering wars. And he got us in a war in Iran. Armenia and Azerbaijan. Trump reported hosting the leaders at the White House for a peace agreement in August 2008. Any of you folks remember a war in Armenia and Azerbaijan? No, there was not a war. Okay? Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC and Rwanda. He announced a treaty between African nations to end decades of fighting involving U.S. mediation. Do you remember that? That wasn't a war either. All right? India and Pakistan. He claimed credit for a ceasefire in May 2025, following a military confrontation, a claim disputed by India. Okay? Thailand and Cambodia. Folks, do you remember us having a war in Thailand and Cambodia? Okay? No, because we didn't have it. There was none. But he takes credit for it. Okay? And of course, we're down here to Israel and Iran. He takes credit for a ceasefire. Folks, you know what these ceasefires do? And come on, let's hit that like button, folks. Why can't you hit it? Why do I gotta ask for it? Okay? I don't want to come here and keep asking you, break my chain of thought of what I really want to say to you. Okay? And subscribe, okay? Like I keep telling you, why? All right? I hope and pray that I got intelligent people here. Okay, here's a fact check note. As of late 2025 and early 2026, many of these claims were described as mostly false or exaggerated by Trump. While the Trump administration often facilitated dialogues and pressure campaigns that halted immediate fighting, some conflicts saw renewed violence, and not all involved active war. For example, the India-Pakistan ceasefire was largely attributed to a direct military talk and the Serbia-Kosovo situation. So here we are. He wants to talk. He stopped 7 wars. He didn't tell you. I started, and I'm going to go follow through, probably with what could become World War III. I hope it don't happen, folks. I pray it don't happen. Look at the Iranians know we could beat them. They know that. They know that we got better equipment. Okay, we got more personnel. Okay, they know that we could beat them. But they are not afraid. So just think, all right? He's got our B-52 bombers already, all right? All the aircraft carriers, all right? Trump is going to go in and bomb again. Remember the last bombing? All right, he killed 142 school children, okay? And people want to tell me, well, the Iranians were killing their people. Well, we killed their people too, okay? Does that make it right? No, it don't make it right. 2 wrongs don't make it right. I don't know if you could tell that I'm upset. Can you tell that? Huh? Ceasefire. Yeah, ceasefire. There's no ceasefire. Yeah, he said there is. Okay, what ceasefires are for is give both sides, more time to get ready. That's what it's doing. Come on, folks, hit that fucking like button, okay? Jesus Christ. All right? What's wrong with you folks? Are you that lazy? All right? Got no respect? You can't hit that like button? All right? Jesus Christ. I come here prepared. I do my research for you, and you can't appreciate that there? Then what the hell? I don't need fucking YouTube. Don't think that. Okay? I don't make no money here. No money at all do I make. And I don't expect to. It's not how I make my money. I got other things to do in life. And you know what? This is making me very tired. I'm exhausted. And I watch YouTube. I listen to Iranian ministers and all sorts of people. All right? You got to listen to 2 sides. There's 2 sides to every story. People don't do that. Okay? Now let's talk about what happened last night in Washington, D.C. at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. Huh? Torrance, California. This is in the LA paper today. Authorities on Sunday continue to investigate 31-year-old Torrance man. 31 years old, and he ruined his entire life for what he tried to do last night. He is an idiot. He's an educational, smart, intelligent idiot. He's a professional tutor with a master's degree. A master's degree. What the fuck is wrong with him? He attempted to storm the White House Correspondents' Dinner on Saturday in an apparent attack on President and members of his administration. His name is Cole Thomas Allen from Torrance, California. Oh, of course he's going to be from California. Huh? He sent writings to family members minutes before the shooting, referring to himself as a friendly federal assassin, rallying against Trump administration policy and signaling what investigators increasingly believe was a politically driven attack. That's what they believe. They're not sure yet. They don't know. He's got a master's degree, folks. Can you imagine that? He's not a dummy. But you know what? I find out a lot of educated people are stupid. And this guy was an idiot. Holy shit. And he didn't get within 50 yards of where Trump was. His family was reporting him. Huh? Writings sent shortly before shots were from his family at the Washington made repeated references to President Donald Trump without naming him directly and alluded to grievances over a range of administration actions and recent events, including U.S. strikes on drug smuggling boats in the Eastern Pacific. I don't know why that's. So investigators are treating the writings along with a trail of social media posts and interviews with family members as some of the clearest evidence yet of the suspect's mindset. Now, authorities also uncovered what the official described as numerous anti-Trump social media posts. Well, he's not the only one. There's a million people doing that there. Come on, folks. I got to ask you again. Hit that like button, okay? Come on. I know you could do better than that there. Federal agents interviewed Allen's sister in Maryland, who told investigators her brother had legally purchased several weapons from a California gun store and stored them at their parents' home in Torrance without their knowledge. She described her brother as prone to making radical statements. The official authorities believe that the suspect fired the shot that hit the Secret Service officer who was expected to make a full recovery. Allen was carrying a shotgun, handgun, and multiple knives. Now with that shotgun, I don't know what kind it was, okay? But he would have had to be, you gotta be pretty close to somebody, okay? To really do the damage with a shotgun. And it does a lot of damage. So what was his, how stupid was he? What was you going to think he was, a paratrooper? Okay, he was going to go and parachute in, and knives and everything. We're talking about an educated guy with a master's degree. You understand how stupid he is? Oh, it sure disrupted last night's White House Correspondents' Dinner. I don't know why today, I just can't get people to hit the like button. So, all right, I'm going to forget about it. Hit it, like it, If you don't like it, I don't give a shit. Okay? I'm in that kind of a mood. If you don't like it, give me a thumbs down. Okay? Are you that freaking lazy? Really? Seriously? It don't cost you nothing. I watch a lot of stuff on YouTube from all over the world. I bet most of you don't. Okay? Most of you listen just to a few things. But I go through, I listen to news. I don't listen to these gangsters, these rats. Okay? I don't listen to that shit. Okay? Yeah, Mandy, it looks like we're going to be in World War III because of Israel. Because of Israel. Because of Israel. We got no freaking business being in this war. We got no business that our soldiers have to put their lives on the line for Israel. Are Israel soldiers putting their lives on the line for us? No. You're right, Aaron. This is very similar how World War I and World War II began. Okay? Thank you, Zorro. People, you don't study your history. You don't know how World War I, World War II, the Korean War, the Vietnam War. You don't know how they started. Just like this. Exactly what Trump is doing. Right? Did you forget that he's gone to Ford and General Motors and wants them to replace making cars, to making airline parts, and making weapons for the war? Did you miss that when he said it? I heard it with my own ears. Why is he doing that? You think he's doing that because you got to remember, as Israel fires their weapons and has to resupply, we've been firing our weapons and we have to resupply. Huh? You're right, Zorro. Our children haven't been taught anything. Okay? Especially respect. I don't know how many youngsters we got here. Alright? But thank you for Nancy hitting that like button. Okay? We got some people that actually hit the like button. Okay? But you others can't. Okay? That shows me you're intelligent, quarter. And I hate to put you down. Okay? A lot of people, there's a lot of content. No matter whether you like it or you don't like it. People work hard to create content, to come here, to give you folks information. And try to do it, I try to do it in simple terms so that you can understand it. I'm not a professor at a college. I'm not going to talk to you with all these big words and all that shit. Okay? And now, folks, I got to talk to you about a personal problem I had with somebody that I was friends with, a lady friend, okay? Maybe 30, 40 years, I can't remember, okay? We never had an affair, nothing like that. We were friends, we were buddies. We talked almost every day. She moved from here to Boca Raton, Florida. She's a capitalist, a capitalist. You understand what a capitalist is? You know you got MAGA, you know you got Republican, you know you got Democrat, and then you have capitalists, okay? And that's what she is. She's a Roman Catholic. She attends church on a weekly basis. She even writes me, did you go to church? Okay? Then everybody already forgot that Trump went against the Pope because the Pope wants world peace, which all our popes proclaim they want. That's what they want, world peace. Will we ever have world peace? No, we won't. Okay? Don't expect it. It's not going to happen. Okay? The only world peace that will ever happen is when the entire world comes to an end. Thank you. We got Nasty Nate. He hit that like button. Oh my gosh, sociopath. How are you? Thank you so much. Hitting that thanks button for me. All right, it's much appreciated. I want you to know that. Thank you so much, sociopath. All right. No Iranians. Look at me. I live in Beverly Hills. Right up the street is a temple. It's the Iranian temple. Okay? More Iranians live here in Beverly Hills, I can't even tell you, all around me. The mayor of Beverly Hills is Iranian. Our politicians, they're very nice people. Very nice. I got a lot of them who are friends. They're not bad people. They're not like what Trump is portraying them to be. Okay? They're not monsters. But Iran used to be Persia. And most of you don't know what Persia is. Okay? It was a dynasty. Thousands of years ago. Study your history. No matter what you say, and regardless of the fact that we could beat the shit out of them in a war, okay, they will not back down. Right, you tell me it's not for Israel? What are you smoking? All right? I think everybody here wants what you're smoking if you think that. You call me a dummy? All right? Rod Rowdy. Take him out of here, Mandy. I don't even want to see his name. Okay? Calling me a dummy. Andy, you there? I'll do it myself. All right? All right. Hello, Swamp Rat. Alexander. I'm not blocking nobody's words, okay? But you want to call me a dummy? Okay, then get out of here. You got no business being here. If you can't be respectful, get the freak out. Okay? You know who you are. All right? I don't mind people who agree to disagree with me. I know I'm going to have a lot of people that do that. Okay? And I got no problem with that. But I don't call you names. I don't slander you. But people do it. Now look at it, I'm not the smartest guy in the world. Never proclaimed to be the smartest guy in the world. All right? But I guarantee you, I'm probably more well-read, all right, than most of you are. Because I'm one of the very few people left on earth who really read above a 6th grade education. All right, we got 65 likes, folks. 65. I don't know if likes help me or don't help me. All right, I think it's more on the views. I don't know. I don't understand the algorithm. But, try to get my podcast there in the algorithm so more people can see it. Okay? And I appreciate that there. All right? And, last night I watched a movie. There's so many movies, and I can't even remember the name. But like when you watch Amazon Prime and you watch one movie, and then they come up and they recommend other movies. Now, I've been talking about Israel. Am I the only one that talks about Israel? No, I'm not. Okay? Your biggest people in the news are talking that we're in this war because of Israel. Megyn Kelly, Candace Owens, there's so many others. People people who have millions of followers are saying the same thing that I'm saying. Maybe they say it a little bit differently, okay? Yeah, maybe a little more intelligently than me. After all, I am a street guy and, I talk a certain way. I know that. But anyway, the next movie they recommended after I watched that is a movie called The Ambassador, a 1984 political thriller starring Robert Mitchum. Robert Mitchum. I bet most of you don't even know who he is. All right? The 1984 film focuses on U.S. ambassador trying to broker peace in the Middle East. Israel. Yeah, Robert Mitchum is in Israel trying to broker peace. 1984. So you see, Israel has got a history. They've been in war since they existed. Let's see if we can get a few more likes over here, folks. Okay, let's get it up over, let's get to that 100 mark, okay? So, I didn't watch the entire thing because by the time it came on, it was late. It'll be the first movie that I'm going to watch this evening, okay? So, for those of you who have Amazon Prime, watch the movie. I'd like to know what your thoughts are, and I'll come back tomorrow or the next day and give you my thoughts. Well, we got the 70 likes here today. Stands for nothing. He falls for anything. Mandy, explain that a little bit more, please. Last night's performance. Are you talking about Agent Orange? Are you talking about what Donald Trump said? Yeah, he said something at the end. I think he spoke about the war, but I shut it off before that. I shut it off when he started bragging of, how great he's made America. In his head, he's made America great. In his head. But not in the 350 other million people. Do we live in the United States? We go to the grocery stores and shop. We go to the gas station and put gas in our car. He doesn't do none of that. He's got no clue. No clue. And it doesn't make a difference. because he's got the money. He's making billions of dollars. Yes, all our presidents make a lot of money when they're president. Okay? No matter who they are, they do. It's just the way it is. But he has taken it to levels that you can't believe. And you will never see again. Unless you get another billionaire to become president. Okay? But you think he's running? Alright? Thank you, man. Kappa. Okay? Hey, did he talk about the war at the end? Okay? And by the way, a couple of you folks hitting that like button and I want hitting the thanks button. I want you to know I appreciate it. Okay? Nancy Lyon's not here. She put money in my PayPal account. So I want to thank you all for your love and your support. Okay? I generally mean that there. Uh, Weak, pathetic morning. Yeah, Aaron, I saw him collapsing when the Secret Service took him out off of that stage yesterday, too. Okay? Look at one in front of the sun, huh, Zorro? Huh? Good morning, it's me. Mandy, sociopath game. Appreciating is my specialty. Using the word is my weakness, my friend. I need more respect, I do. It's hard being the son of a bee. Zorro, a son of a... Can you explain that a little bit more? Huh? Yeah, you're right. People are telling me I shouldn't worry. But I do worry, folks. Because I worry about our youth. I worry about their children. I worry about the stabilization of the United States of America. Okay? I see the United States of America deteriorating in the eyes of other countries around the world. Okay? We're not looked upon with the same respect that we used to have, okay, as a world power that we are. Huh? God bless USA. Hey, God bless everybody in the United States. Well, come on, let's get a few more likes over here. Can we do that, folks? Okay? We got 39 people watching now. 41. Say, that's it. Well, come on, let's get that like button to over 100. Can we do that today, folks? Here it is. It's almost 1 o'clock in the afternoon, California time. I slept, folks, till 9 o'clock this morning. And I woke up exhausted. Yeah. And I wasn't going to come here on YouTube today. But I felt it was important. Okay? And like I told you, I listen to people all over the world and what they're saying about the United States of America and Donald Trump. and they're not happy with what he's doing. Don't you understand? This is just not a war, that he's destroying the global market. The global. That means the entire world. He is destroying single handedly. Yes, Lord. Lord Dementus. Yeah, I support an interracial relationship. I had one. Okay? There's a lot of things I do support. I don't support woke. I want you to know that. Okay? What they did in Hollywood, just one of many things. All right? Hmm. You'd like to know my achievements in life. Well, living to 81 years old is a big achievement. I spoke to my co-defendant in New York, a young man named Chris. He actually was probably the youngest co-defendant on an indictment. For those of you who know me, I was indicted in 2008 on a Colombo crime family indictment. Chris, great kid, Albanian, tough kid. He's doing very well now. He got a lot of time. He did his time. Uh, but, when we were locked up in MDC, I got arrested. I was 63 years old. And, all my life, I never thought I would live to 63. Because my father passed away at the age of 62. And he had heart problems and diabetes. Well, guess what I got? I got heart problems. I got diabetes. So I never thought I was going to make it. And here it is. 63, I got indicted. I did my 62 months in prison. I've been out for 13 years now. And here I am at the age of 81 years old. That's an accomplishment. I accomplished a lot of other things in life. I was always great at sales. I love sales. I was a pioneer in the automobile after-sale market in New York in the 70s. I did a lot of things, folks. It's all in my book, okay? You can read my book, all right? The Accidental Gangster, from insurance salesman to Hollywood fixer. And it's all there. It's available on Amazon, Barnes and Noble, and so forth. All right, folks, I'm going to ask you one more time. Hit that like button for me, okay? We're at 88, okay? We're 12 away from 100. Can you folks give me 12 more likes, okay? Come on. Show me some respect. Show me some love here, all right? Look, I just can't imagine. People just can't hit the like button. And I can't understand why people don't do that. Does anybody here know why people don't hit the like button? Okay? What are they fronting? Hmm. I don't understand. Hmm. Man, he got in there. He checked into the hotel. He had a room. Okay? That came out last night. I think Blanche said that there. Of course, they had Blanche, Cash Patel, that guy Mullen, all right, all taking their credits. They didn't do a freaking thing, all right? Crazy, crazy, boy. All right, but Cash Patel's, oh, he could talk. Yeah, a lot of drunks could talk that I know of. They all talk a lot. And Cash Patel is a drunk. Peter Hegsbit's a drunk. Look at who Trump has got himself around. Trump is a guy who don't drink, don't smoke, don't do drugs, but he surrounded himself with people that do that. How that don't figure in? Come on, 9 more people is all I need to hit that like button. 9 more. Huh? Oh, well, I tried. Yeah. Thank you, Lou Hawk. How are you today? Happy Sunday to you. Pugly. Pugliski. A master's degree. Well, hell. A room full of PhDs couldn't stop 2008 and the financial. Yeah, you're right there. Education is highly overrated. What do you think? Okay? You know, people are starting to learn that you don't have to attend college to make money. Okay? You can make more money becoming a plumber, an electrician, a roofer, getting into construction business, or other things. Okay? Hey, only 6 more. 6 more people. Do we have 6 people that could hit that like button? Jesus died so that we can live. Thank you, independent man. Hey, folks, where are you all from? I'd like to know, if you could, leave me a comment. Tell me where you're from. I would like to know. Helps me, you know. I used to get a lot of people from England here. Do we have anybody from England, Australia, or other countries? All right? Huh. Education without a grounding in value is worthless at stopping anything when it really matters. We got a very smart guy here, this Pugliski here. Thank you so much, all right, for leaving that comment, okay? Inhale, Ariel sent $100, okay? Ego is taking over spirit. Trump has the ego, that's for sure. Okay? Definitely. Hey, folks, we're 1 shy of 100. You know, I'd like to have 200 likes. I don't think I ever got 200 likes. I don't think so. I don't know. Okay? Boom, we hit that 100 mark. Huh? Huh? Well, at least we got the sun shining today. Alright? My son is coming to visit me. He's flying in Wednesday from Florida, and I'm very excited about that. My son, his name is got the same name as I do. I'm very excited. So me, him, and his brother, I'll be spending a lot of time together. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and the weekend. So I'm very excited about that, and I'm gonna get my energy back, folks. Okay, I don't know why I'm so tired lately. I think Trump has got me exhausted. I really do. Trying to listen to this guy and his freaking ego, I can't take it. Okay? We have a president that's just a TV president. That's all he's at. All right? He's on TV almost 24 hours a day. And if he's not on TV, he's on this Truth Social posting bullshit. And here, the president before him, we never even seen. They say he was out of his mind. So which one's out of their mind? Are they both? Are all our presidents out of their mind? Quite honest, it's not an easy job, that's for sure. But how do you do your work when you're on television 24 hours a day? Huh? People miss me. Thank you so much. Well, folks, I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna eat today. But I assure you, I'm gonna eat much better than this Alan Cole from Torrance, California. What's wrong with people? What is wrong with people? There's an educated guy with a master's degree attempting to do what he did last night. It's a master's degree. To get a master's degree, you gotta be pretty intelligent. And this is what I mean, the difference between street smarts and book smarts. See, he could never put the two together. So folks, hit that like button. Let's do it. Everybody have a great, blessed day. All my love and respect to all of you. Take care.